Good afternoon and welcome to my channel. It's Lorraine here. I hope you're all well, doing things that you love to do, and I'm carrying on with my Shabby Romance Journal, that I will keep bobbing in and showing you bits of process work that I'm doing with the journal. Today I'm going to just make a few little pieces to go inside of the signatures. I'm not going to put them in. I will make them and place them in the journal, because I might change my mind about where they're going. What I wanted to show you first, what I did yesterday was I made some napkin decoupage papers, and it's just coffee dyed paper, and on top I laid the napkin and then used some very weak decoupage glue, and covered it on this. Some people are really good at this and don't end up with these crinkles and have it really smooth. I am not one of those people, but you know, I quite like that. I think it gives it a little bit more of an aged effect. So I was going to do some bits with that today, and I've cut some bits out. The first one is this belly band that I'm going to put into this page, and again it was from just coffee dyed paper that had been stained as well, and then I've covered it with this napkin and used decoupage glue over the top of it. And obviously that can't go in there looking like that because it doesn't look nice at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just decorate this belly band whilst you're here. So it's a little bit rough and it's peeled a little bit off at the edges. Now I can just glue that down, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stitch around the edges of that before I start doing other things. So I'll just put you on pause and back in a minute. Okay, so I'm back. So I've just stitched around the edge of this belly band, and I've also just gone round with some distress ink just to improve the edges, really make them stand out a little bit more on the book page. So that could just go in like that, but it's not good enough, is it? It needs something else. So I've got some of these fussy cut clusters, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put one of those on there. Too many white edges on there for my liking. So now what I'll need to just work out is I'm going to cover that butterfly, the blue butterfly, because it's the wrong colour for me. So that would be that belly band. Now, do I want to put some lace down the middle of it, or am I going to put some lace on the edge of the page instead? Now I could just put some lace down the centre of the belly band, like so. But I think it just gets lost in there, doesn't it, that? So what I'm going to do is, excuse me, is just put that there, and then when we're finishing the page off, I'm going to put some at the edge there. I think that looks nicer. So that's what I'm going to do for that page. So I'll just cut that little piece of lace from there, and what I'll do is trying to work out where I need to glue. So if I just do about there, so cover that blue butterfly up because it's not the right colour. And there's the cluster on there. This cluster is a freebie from Artie Mays. One of her generous freebies. She's a really generous lady. She shares lots and lots of things. If you don't know Andrea from Artie Mays, just have a look for Artie Mays, both on Facebook and on YouTube. Join her site, subscribe to a Facebook page and a YouTube, and you can obtain some of the freebies by doing that. So I'm just going to glue the top of this and the bottom. You'll have to excuse me coughing. I'm still recovering from the COVID and it's left me with a bit of a bad chest. So there is the belly band in place, and this glue is not the best. It doesn't like sticking and it's slow to dry, so it does take quite a while. And I'm going to put the lace down the edge. Let me just check I've got it the right way. Yes, it's that way. So I'll just run some glue down the page. Come on. And just attach this piece of glue onto here. Now that glue, I'm not convinced that glue is going to be sufficient, but we'll leave it to dry for a while. If it doesn't dry, then what I'll do, I'll just run it through the machine. It's not going to glue there, is it? Don't like that. So if it doesn't, then I'll just push it through the machine and we'll stitch it. So that's one page done. I may come back and add bits to it, and it's ideal for just tucking things behind. So that's that. I may add other bits of trim later, we'll see. Excuse me again. So I'll move that out of the way and then we'll go into this signature and see what I've got here. This again is the decoupage napkin that I showed you, and I just thought this would make a lovely pocket on this pink rose paper. So that's what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to make a little pocket with that. I just need to get my hole punch. So I'm just going to put a little thumb hole in the top of the pocket. Try and get about halfway. I don't measure, I just guess. So there's the little hole for the top. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to stitch around the edge of this, and then again use some distress ink just to around the edges of there. I will be back shortly. Okay, so I'm back and I've stitched around and distressed the edges. What I want to do, I want to put something here in this corner and I was thinking of maybe a cluster. So let's see what we can find. It doesn't have to be a massive cluster, it just has to be enough for this corner here. So I'm going to start with a little bit, it's a little bit too big, so just do this. I'm going to use some of this linen that I'm using for the journal cover. So maybe that much. Okay, so that will do. And I don't like it square, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just round off. Not precisely, but I'm just going to round off those corners. There we go. Just get a little bit of that frayed edge going. So that's the base of this cluster, and I'm going to use, I've got loads and loads and loads of bits of lace trim out here. I don't think that's the wrong colour for this page, so I'm going to use a little bit of this beautiful, look at this beautiful lace with these applique flowers on. It's beautiful, isn't it? I don't know whether one of the flowers would look nice. Let's see where else we have. Yeah. There we go. So we'll use a little of this. We'll just cut at it. So there we go, that's looking nice on top of there, isn't it? And what else can we put on there? So I'm going to put the pocket a little bit higher, I think, so that the cluster can come here and be something, bits of it over the edge of the page. Now then, what do I want on top of there? Because it's got to have something on top of there, hasn't it? I could put a, but then that's hiding all that lovely. I'm not sure about that, are you? Not sure at all. What about a smaller? That'll be just the same as, again, it'll just all mask. Oh, no, it's not too bad, is it? What do you think? I quite like that. So I think we'll go with that. I'm going to use this glue and see if this is any better. So I'm just going to adhere it straight onto the page here. Well, hopefully I am. I'm delaying ordering the glues because of the delivery costs, but I need to do it because I'm struggling with these glues that I'm using at the moment. So let's get it over the page so that it's coming off of the pocket. There we go. And then this one on top. I'll just put some of this glue on this part. So it's Saturday, and that means football day in our house. So my husband's downstairs getting ready to watch his football. We've been to the supermarket and bought in him his snacks and some beers for watching the football. So that's Saturday afternoon sorted out. We don't go out Saturday nights because it's football, because there's football on from lunchtime all day. Now then, do I want it a little bit over there or a little bit? It looks like it's up her nose there, doesn't it? What about there? It's nice. So we'll glue. I'll use that because it's on the fabric. So I'll put some of this clear glue. What I could have done, had I thought about it before, is I could have put some embossing powder on the rose and given it some glitter, which would have been nice. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here. It doesn't need a lot, just a touch on there. That's coming away. So I think that looked nice on that corner there, with these bits of lace coming off the edges of the pages, so that when when the other pages are closed, you'll be able to see little pieces of the lace coming off there. So that's another one done. That's 2 done. I'll leave that one there to dry, and let's see what we've got in here. Now this one I made, and I don't know whether I might make a different one just to show you what this is. This is a belly band and a tuck spot, all in one. So I'm just going to have a look. I have some 8x8, so let me have a look. I'm not sure any of these will be okay. That's quite a nice one, so maybe we can use that. The text one there, that's a nice one. So I'll show you what I did. So this is just a square of paper. I've fixed it together using Velcro dots. It opens up. It will be attached to the page just at these 2 points here, so that when it's closed and attached on the page, you will be able to tuck something behind like this. And this is too big, so let's find a smaller, just for showing you. And then you'll have a tuck spot here in the middle. So that's what I'm going to do. I didn't know whether to put that one in, but I don't know if that's the right colours for that page. It's not the right colours, but I'm going to make one just to show you how easy it is to make that. So I need my little trimmer, which is obviously over the other side of the room. There we go. Now then, how big did I do that one? I think it's 5 by 5, which was big. Yes, it's 5 by 5. And 5 by 5 is big enough for that page. I think if I did it, I could do it a little bigger. This is only a small trimmer, but if I take it here to the edge, and then I want those butterflies, don't I? And again to the edge here, that gives me a square. And then I've got these others which I can use for some other ephemera. Now the back's plain, I don't like that, so we're going to just put some distress ink on the edges, because you do see the inside of this. So we'll just distress that. And I'll read that out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp using this Tim Holtz script stamp. So that the whole page has some script on. So then I'm going to distress this side just along the edges. Sorry, I didn't realise I might be off camera shot there. So there we go. So then turn it diagonal. In fact, really what you should do is find the centre point so that I know where the centre is. And then just a little bit over the centre. And then a little bit over again. It's nice because I've got the butterflies on there, haven't I? Just give those edges a burnishing with that. Just do those edges there, and then a couple of Velcro dots. And how I do this to make sure that I've got them matched up, well, I put the one there, I put the second one on top of it, trying not to stick my fingers to it, and then turn it over so that I know it's the right place. So that is another belly band tuck spot. I'm going to put that one in there because I'm going to use it. I think that looks better on that paper than that. So I'm going to use that one in there. I'm just going to glue the top of that triangle and glue the top of that one at the bottom, sorry. So just make sure that it's straight. Just take off any excess glue. These are just dried baby wipes that I use for taking the glue off the papers. So there's one, and then we need to find a page that's, I don't want it too near, it might even go in another one. How about that? No, I don't like that. Oh, no, because that's the centre of that signature, so I will do something nice with the centre of that signature. It looks quite nice against there, but not on that, not facing that. And I don't think that, I don't know, because there's the butterfly and the butterfly, isn't there? So it can go on this page here. And again, I will put some lace again at the edges of this page. So there we go, the belly band come tuck spot. And I will try, I have some more butterflies, and I will see if I can find this butterfly, because it's an Artemis, so there may well be a freebie for this. In fact, I'll go and have a look now and we can finish it off, so I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, so I'm back. I couldn't find the same butterfly as this, but what I did find was lots of them, is this one, and I thought this one, it had the same tones as here, but it also had the same colour as this. And this one, you probably won't see it on camera, but this one has some of the blue from there, bluey green. So I've done that, and all I've done, I've put some flat back bling on the back of there. So I'm just going to attach that onto there. Where's it? There we go. And I'm going to have it poking over a little bit, so I don't need to glue the whole of it. I'm just going to have that there, like that. So there you go. That's another piece of ephemera. I will be doing things on the page. It won't just be this, but I won't do it now because it depends on what I put behind and what I put inside the tuck spot as to what I put on the page. What I will try and find is some of these so that the pages merge together. So I will try and match these colours in there when I do that. So I think that's enough for today, otherwise you'll be bored listening to my voice, and I will go away and I will plan the next little bit for this journal. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you're crafting along, and if you are, please let me know and maybe share some of your pictures that or your videos or what you're making. So thank you for coming along, and see you soon.